Replication of DNA. DNA has a special character. It can undergo replication. Replication means DNA can form again DNA. That is called replication. Okay. So parent DNA can give rise to daughter DNA. Now see, for example, this is the DNA. The replication of DNA or synthesis of DNA we call, generally it takes place during cell division, just prior to cell division. Whenever a cell goes division, for example mitosis, before that there is one phase called as interphase. And in interphase there is a stage called as S phase. S means synthesis. During this phase DNA replication take place, and during DNA replication what happens? This DNA, okay, the bond breaks, hydrogen bond breaks, and DNA strand opens up, or you can call unwinds. Okay, so unwindage help there. See, it becomes somewhat like this. Like this. Okay, so it opens. Now new strand is formed here. As a result, one DNA forms into two DNA. The main enzyme that helps here is DNA polymerase, DNA ligase. I'll mention the name, DNA polymerase. And DNA ligase also helps there. And two DNA are formed. But one interesting feature here that we can see is, so whenever new DNA is formed like this, see now. Now this is mother DNA. This DNA forms into now in the daughter DNA there are two strands. Each DNA contains two strands. One strand comes from the parent. And one is newly formed. Out of two, one is retained, conserved from the parent. That's why the replication in DNA is said to be semi-conservative. It is said to be semi-conservative. One is retained and one is newly formed. It is semi-conservative. But how to prove that? There is one experiment to prove the semi-conservative replication of DNA. Let us see that. Two scientists proved semi-conservative replication of DNA, and the name of those scientists are Michelson and Stahl. Michelson and Stahl. What they did? Now say this is the DNA. This is the DNA. Okay. So DNA, you know that it consists of nitrogen bases. And generally there are two isotopes of nitrogen. N14 is the common one. Okay, N14 is common one. What they did, they treated DNA with the isotope N15. They treated with N15. Okay, so just to know that what I'll do, I'll mark like this. N15. Now it is treated with N15 and it is allowed for replication. And it underwent replication and two daughter DNA are formed. two daughter DNA are formed. Okay, and in this two daughter, when we analyzed that on chemical analysis, actually by them, one of the strand was with N15. One of the strand was with N15 and another strand was with N14. What did this prove? This proves that one of the strand is N14 means it came from the parent DNA and another is newly formed. That means out of two, one is retained and another is newly formed. They continued the experiment with this now. They continued with this. Okay, I'll take now one of this. Okay. Now, one of the strand is with N15. When this underwent replication, again two daughter DNA are formed. Okay. So what happened? Out of these two strands, one was with N15. So it is retained by one of the daughter DNA. Whereas another N14 as well as newly formed is also N14. So thus it is proved by Michelson and Stahl that DNA replication is semi-conservative in nature. Semi-conservative in nature.